Have you ever walked into a room and just felt the tension in the air before a single word was spoken? Or met someone and knew, without reason, whether to trust them or walk away? That wasn't instinct. That was your energy field in motion. But here's the mystery. What if everything you've ever thought, felt, or believed is shaping this field right now, without your awareness? What if your entire reality is being sculpted not by what you do, but by the invisible force you emit? This isn't fantasy. It's not New Age fluff. It's an ancient truth, echoed through Hermetic texts, mystic scrolls, and now, validated by modern science. Today, we journey into the unseen. We will uncover the structure of your energy field, how emotions shape vibration, and how ancient wisdom and quantum theory agree on one powerful truth. You are not a passive observer of life. You are its architect. By the end of this exploration, you'll walk away with real practices, tools to align, clear, and command the very energy that surrounds you. This is not just about learning, it's about remembering. Because deep down, your soul already knows this. You've just forgotten the language. So take a breath, feel the subtle current beneath your skin, and prepare to reclaim the power that has always been yours. Across the ages, mystics and sages spoke in symbols. They described an invisible architecture of reality, what the Hermetica called the all. As above, so below. As within, so without. The emerald tablet of Hermes, Trismegistus. To the untrained eye, this sounds poetic. But to initiates, it's a literal law of the universe. Your inner world, the thoughts you think, the emotions you harbor, radiates outward, crafting the world you experience. Ancient yogis called this prana. The Chinese sages mapped it as qi, flowing through meridians. The Egyptians drew it in golden auras around the gods. Even early Christian mystics believed in a divine light emanating from the soul. And now, physics is catching up. Quantum theory shows us that the observer affects the observed, that conscious attention alters reality at a fundamental level. Scientists at the HeartMath Institute discovered that human emotions can alter DNA strands, and that the heart's magnetic field extends several feet beyond the body, shifting depending on our emotional state. Pause and let that settle. Your thoughts don't just bounce around your brain. They ripple outward, shaping the very field around you. What the ancients intuited through meditation and ritual, we're now confirming through neuroscience and quantum models. This convergence of timeless wisdom and cutting-edge science reveals a startling truth. You are not simply in the world. You broadcast to it. This understanding is the cornerstone of mastering your energy field. Because when you realize that the temple of transformation is built within, you no longer seek power out there. You remember it's already inside you. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself not as a solid form, but as a radiant sphere of light, pulsing with frequency, layered like an onion, infinite in depth. This isn't imagination. This is your true form. The human energy field, sometimes called the aura, luminous body, or subtle system, is not metaphor. It is structure. Invisible to most, yet unmistakably felt. And like any system, it has layers. The physical layer. This is the densest part of your field, closest to the body. It reflects your physical health, vitality, immunity, tension. When you're ill or injured, this layer flickers, weakens, and distorts. The emotional layer. Ever feel someone's mood before they speak? This layer holds your emotional patterns, unresolved wounds, and current feelings. Joy brightens it. Grief contracts it. Anger electrifies it. The mental layer. This is the realm of thoughts, beliefs, judgments, and self-talk. When your mind is overactive, this layer becomes jagged, chaotic. But in moments of clarity or focus, it smooths and hums. The spiritual layer, the outermost field, ethereal, expansive. It's the part of you connected to something greater, Source, God, the universe. When this layer is alive, you feel guided, aligned, whole. Each layer affects the others. A traumatic memory stored in the emotional layer might trigger a physical illness. A belief rooted in the mental layer might cut you off from spiritual connection. These fields are not just abstract concepts. They are the scaffolding of your reality. Mystics throughout time describe them. Tibetan monks saw rainbow light fields around enlightened beings. Indigenous shamans sensed samsonite energy cords connecting people, places, and spirits. Kabbalists mapped them as the Sephirot, the tree of life, flowing through body and soul. Now, modern tools like Kirlian photography and EEG biofeedback are beginning to show traces of these fields, subtle signals hinting at an architecture long known to initiates. To know thyself, the Oracle of Delphi whispered, is to know the multiverse that moves through you. And this is where mastery begins. Imagine holding a key, not made of metal, but of consciousness. A key that, when turned inward, can unlock your energy, shape your reality, and rewrite the patterns you've unknowingly lived by. That key is your mind, not just the brain, but the vast, subtle intelligence that directs your awareness, holds your beliefs, and projects your intentions. The all is mind states the first Hermetic principle. Everything begins in thought. This isn't a metaphor. It's an operating system. Your energy field responds instantly to your dominant thought patterns. Whatever you habitually focus on expands. This is why fear breeds more fear, and gratitude multiplies blessings. And yet, most of us operate in what mystics call the perception prison. We filter reality through inherited beliefs, cultural scripts, and subconscious programming, many of which were installed before we were even aware. We say, "I'm not good enough," or "the world is dangerous." And like spells cast without knowing, our energy field aligns with those beliefs, shaping a reality that proves them true. But what happens when you take the reins? You become the programmer. When you change your perception, you change your frequency. When you shift your story, you shift your field. This is not just spiritual theory, it's neuroscience. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that focused intention and elevated emotion can rewire the brain, alter heart coherence, and shift electromagnetic output, all in measurable ways. In simpler terms, your focused thought, imbued with emotion, is the most potent force in your energy field. It's not willpower, it's alignment. Just like a tuning fork brings a room into resonance, your mind, when clear and intentional, can bring your energy field into harmony. So here's a question for you to reflect on. What frequency are your thoughts transmitting right now? Because whether you're aware of it or not, the field is always listening. Take a moment, breathe in, and notice, what emotion are you carrying in this moment? Is it heavy like sorrow? Sharp like anger? Warm like love? These aren't just fleeting moods. They are vibrational signatures. Emotion is more than just reaction. Emotion is energy in motion. Emotion. Every feeling radiates through your energy field like ink dropped in water. The color spreads, the texture changes, the frequency shifts. High-frequency emotions, love, joy, peace, awe, expand your field, create coherence in your body, and attract harmonizing experiences. Low-frequency emotions, shame, fear, resentment, grief, constrict your field, disrupt your systems, and often pull you into reactive spirals. But here's the hidden power. Emotions are not obstacles. They are gateways. The ancient alchemists weren't just turning lead into gold. They were transforming dense states of being into higher consciousness. This is emotional alchemy. When you feel fear, don't run. Witness it. Trace its root. See what story it's tied to. Then breathe into it and let that fear become fuel for courage. When you feel anger, don't lash out. Listen to what boundary was crossed. Then let it guide you into rightful action with compassion. You are not your emotions, but your ability to transform them is your superpower. Try this. Think of a moment where you felt immense gratitude. Let that memory bloom. Feel it in your chest, in your breath, in your eyes. Now imagine that feeling as a golden light radiating from your body. That is a shift in frequency. And with that shift, your energy field begins to harmonize. You attract more of the same, not through force, but through resonance. As the mystics said, what you are, you draw near. What you vibrate, you become. So ask yourself, what kind of reality do I want to vibrate into existence? Because the answer is in your emotion. Imagine two particles separated by galaxies. Yet when one moves, the other reacts. Instantly. This isn't science fiction. It's quantum entanglement. A discovery that stunned physicists and confirmed what mystics have whispered for millennia. Everything is connected. Instantly. Eternally. The Hermetic teachings, preserved through the ages, spoke of the all. A conscious, intelligent field from which all arises. They taught 7 laws of reality. And at their root, the universe is mental. Let's explore a few of these timeless principles, each a lens into the true nature of your energy field. The principle of mentalism. All is mind. Everything begins as thought. The universe is a projection of infinite consciousness. Your thoughts shape your world because thought is the fabric of reality. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. All matter, all energy, all thought vibrates. From the motion of galaxies to the beat of your heart, vibration is the pulse of creation. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. Your inner world is a mirror of the outer world. Change your inner frequency, and the world reflects it. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Light and dark. Joy and sorrow. Expansion and contraction. By mastering polarity, you learn the art of transmutation, turning pain into wisdom, fear into courage. Now pause. Reflect on this. Quantum physics tells us that observation collapses probability into reality. Hermeticism teaches that intention shapes manifestation. Can you feel the echo? These are not separate systems of thought. They are 2 languages describing one truth. So what does this mean for you? It means you are not just a passenger in the universe. You are the observer, the vibrator, the alchemist. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions do not merely react to the world. They create it. And when these 3 align, you don't just manifest change. You become the frequency of transformation itself. Feel before you command. Before you can master your energy field, you must learn to sense it. You don't need psychic powers, just presence. Try this. Close your eyes. Rub your palms together gently for 10 seconds. Slowly separate them, just a few inches apart. Now wait. Can you feel the tingling, the warmth, a subtle resistance like magnets? That is your energy. Now scan your body. Where do you feel heaviness? Where is it light? What's buzzing? What's numb? This is your first lesson. Energy speaks in sensation, not language. The more you tune in, the more you'll begin to notice patterns, imbalances, and flows. Align before you amplify energy. Hygiene is as vital as physical hygiene. Just as you shower each day, your energy field needs clearing. From stress, interactions, media, and memories. Here are 3 powerful practices. Breath of balance, alternate nostril breathing. Inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the right. Then reverse. Do this for 3 minutes. This harmonizes your nervous system and clears emotional static. White light, sweep. Close your eyes and imagine a column of white light pouring down from above. As it moves through you, let it collect any tension, fog, or heaviness. Watch it dissolve into the earth. This purifies the emotional and mental layers of your field. Sound tuning chanting. OM, humming, or using tuning forks can vibrationally break up energetic congestion. Try humming for 2 minutes and notice how your chest and head feel after. These techniques reset your field, like clearing static from a radio signal. Direct the current. Once your field is clear, you can program it. Here's how. Set a clear intention. Choose 1 sentence. I am grounded and radiant. I attract aligned opportunities. I am loved, and I love in return. Anchor it with emotion. Close your eyes. Feel the emotion of already having it. Joy, peace, gratitude. Let it rise in your chest, spill into your limbs, fill your field. Visualize with detail. See your energy field glowing, expanding, humming with that frequency. Embody it. Repeat this practice daily. Consistency creates coherence, and coherence is the magnet of manifestation. The more precise your signal, the clearer the universe responds. These techniques are not magic spells. They are invitations to alignment, where mind, heart, and field flow as one. So ask yourself, what will I choose to broadcast today? Have you ever felt like, no matter how much you meditate, affirm, or visualize, something inside still pulls you back? That's not failure. That's a signal. Hidden in your energy field are bricks, old beliefs, emotional imprints, ancestral wounds, solidified forms of energy, silently shaping your reality. They are not curses. They are frozen stories, waiting to be rewritten. Let's break this down. Limiting beliefs. I'm not enough. Abundance isn't safe. These thoughts sit in the mental layer, looping unconsciously. Emotional imprints. Unprocessed grief, betrayal, or shame creates knots in the emotional field, often felt as heaviness or tension. Energetic stagnation. Repressed desires or chronic overthinking can cause your field to feel dull, collapsed, or stuck. The truth is, you cannot create freely while carrying what contradicts your intention. But here's the alchemy. Energy can always be transformed. No story is permanent. No wound is too deep. Identify the brick. Think of one area in your life that feels stuck. What belief or emotion is looping there? Name it. Honestly say it aloud or write it down. Example: I believe I'm not worthy of love. Witness without judgment. See it as an energetic echo, not as truth, but as something you learned. Choose the upgrade, now rewrite it. Example: I am worthy of deep, nourishing love. I open my field to receive it. Anchor with breath. Inhale into the old belief. Exhale as you release it. Inhale into the new belief. Exhale to radiate it through your field. Repeat this process daily. Each time you do, you carve a new groove in your energetic terrain. Over time, these rewritten beliefs become the new bricks of your foundation. Solid, luminous, aligned. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Your energy field is not asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be honest, intentional, awake. Every time you choose awareness over autopilot, love over fear, truth over programming, you become the architect of your reality. Imagine your mind, heart, and body as instruments in a divine orchestra. When each plays its part in harmony, you don't just live life, You shape it. This is quantum alignment. It's the state where your intention, your emotional frequency, and your physical action resonate as one. And when they do, change accelerates. When thought, feeling, and action are in unity, miracles unfold effortlessly. Let's break this down. What do you truly desire? Not what you think you should want, but what lights a fire in your soul. Is it healing, abundance, deep connection? Write it in one sentence, clear, present tense. I am fully aligned with my life's purpose. Now, close your eyes. Imagine that desire has already arrived. What does it feel like? Freedom, joy, relief. Let that emotion saturate your body. Emotions are the fuel that ignite thought into form. What small step can you take today that embodies this desire? Send the email. Speak your truth. Light the candle and meditate. Say no to what's out of alignment. Action grounds energy. It's the moment where the quantum wave collapses into physical reality. When you repeat this triad daily, thought, emotion, action, you begin to entrain your energy field into coherence. And coherence creates momentum. That's when synchronicities emerge. That's when resistance dissolves. That's when reality begins to rearrange around your vibration. This is how you create quantum leaps, not by forcing change, but by becoming the frequency of your desired future. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you're aligned with. So pause, breathe, and ask, what am I aligned with right now? And what am I willing to become aligned with, starting today? Mastery isn't a peak you reach. It's a practice you return to. To truly harness your energy field, you must weave the sacred into the ordinary, because your field is shaped not just by epiphanies, but by repetition. Let's explore 3 simple but powerful rituals you can begin right now. As you open your eyes each morning, resist the urge to scroll or dive into distraction. Instead, place your hand on your heart. Breathe deeply 3 times. Whisper your intention for the day. Today, I walk in clarity. I radiate peace. Visualize your energy field glowing in harmony, like tuning an instrument before a performance. This sets the tone of your frequency before the world speaks. Throughout your day, take short, sacred pauses. Just 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Scan your body and field. Ask, where am I now? What am I broadcasting? Breathe. Realign. Continue. These check-ins recalibrate your signal, preventing energetic drift. Before bed, sit quietly. Recall 3 moments of gratitude. Release any heavy emotion. Visualize golden light dissolving your energy field into stillness and rest. This ritual clears residue from your day and prepares your system for deep, restorative integration. These are not habits. They are portals. Simple actions that ripple through your field and shape your reality. Rituals are the spells you cast through presence. Make your life a ritual and watch the extraordinary reveal itself within the ordinary. There comes a moment on the path when you stop seeking power and start embodying it. You realize that energy mastery isn't about control. It's about coherence with your deeper self. This is the moment when the journey turns inward, where questions dissolve into silence, where striving gives way to being. You are no longer trying to heal. You are healing energy. You are no longer chasing alignment. You radiate it. Liberation doesn't look like perfection. It looks like presence. It feels like peace in the chaos. It sounds like truth, whispered through stillness. Some days you'll feel expanded, divine, electric. Other days, you'll forget everything you've learned. That's not regression. That's the cycle of integration. Because true awakening is not an escape. It's an embrace of shadow and light, of joy and grief, of your humanity and your divinity. So let this be your mantra. I am not here to escape the world. I am here to illuminate it. Every thought you transmute, every emotion you alchemize, every breath you take in awareness, ripples across the collective field. You don't walk this path alone. You walk it for all of us. You began this video with a question. What if your thoughts and emotions shape the very energy that shapes your life? Now, you know, they don't just shape it, they are it. You've explored the sacred structure of your energy field. Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. You've discovered how ancient wisdom and modern science converge in one truth. You are energy. You are vibration. You are consciousness in motion. And you've gained the tools to sense, clear, direct, and transform your field day by day, breath by breath. But knowledge alone is not power. Practice is. So here is your invitation. Start each morning with intention. Check in with your field throughout the day. Transmute your emotions instead of suppressing them. Align thought, emotion, and action. Again and again. Let your life become a sacred experiment. Let your energy become your signature. Let your presence become your greatest offering. If this journey awakens something in you, share your story in the comments below. Your experience could ignite someone else's awakening. Like this video if it stirred your soul. Subscribe to join this growing community of seekers. And share this with a friend who's ready to reclaim their energy. In our next video, we'll explore the hidden link between sound, sacred geometry, and the creation of form, what the ancients called the music of the spheres. Until then, keep breathing, keep aligning, and remember, you are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, remembering itself through you. Welcome, fellow traveler. Your true journey has just begun.